Hi and welcome to PCMNorway Productions coverage of the Vuelta España. Today it's the 20th stage. We are still in the Basque country and the stage goes from Bilbao to Vitoria and it's 185 kilometers long with 4 hard categorized climbs. On the route it's also 2 intermediate sprints in Durango, and we will maybe see a breakaway stage win today. Who knows? Here you got earlier today, and the peloton was led out by Lampre, Quickstep, and of course Liquigas got to the front after the breakaway was settled. In the breakaway we will get to who was in that breakaway later on, but on the first intermediate sprint in Durango it was Kosheskin in front of Van Avermaet and Genies from Astana, BMC and Skill Shimano, and they captured 4-2 and 1 point. Then came Alto de Carrebieta, and Dario Coralto from Quickstep was the first man over and captured 10 points in front of Koshechkin, Madrasu, Pols, Dimar and Gustav. Then it was Puerto de Urquiola, and Coralto again the first man over, capturing 16 points in front of Genies, Pols, Gustav, Van Avermaet, Dimar, Madrasu, Koshechkin and Geschke, capturing 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2 and 1 point. Then was the third climb of the day, Alto de Cambaza, and Gusto from Saxo Bank was the first man over in front of Pauls, Madrasu and Koshechkin, capturing 6, 4, 2 and 1 point. Then was the second intermediate sprint in Durango, and it was Greg Van Avermaet from BMC who captured 4 points in front of Gustav and Madrasu from Saxo Bank and Movistar. 4, 2 and 1 points were handed out. And in today's breakaway is Mark Dimar and Dario Coralto from Quickstep, Madrasu from Movistar, Koshechkin from Astana, Gustav from Saxo Bank, Wouter Pols from Vacan Soleil, Greg Van Avermaet from BMC, and Geschke and Genies from Skill Shimano. Then the last climb of the day came around, Puerto de Urquiola, and Genies from Saxo Skill Shimano was the first man over and capturing 16 points, and King of Mountain jersey holder Dario Coralto from Quickstep was the fourth man over, securing his lead in the King of the Mountain jersey. So now it's time to end our recap footage and tune in live on today's stage of the Vuelta, brought to you by PCMNorway Productions. Hi and welcome back. The breakaway is 30 kilometers away from Vitoria, and the peloton is 17 minutes and 2 seconds behind them. So the stage winner of today's stage is most likely sitting in this group unless something spectacular happens. So I spoke to Jim Jones about this 20th stage from Bilbao to Vitoria, and here you got the expert commentator's take on today's stage. So Jim, the 20th stage from Bilbao to Vitoria, what is your take on this stage? What might happen on today's stage?
Well, this will be a stage for the breakaway riders. It's a hard stage, but I don't think that the teams will be able to catch the riders. Of course, the teams for the general classification riders will try and ride hard, but I don't see how they can gain any time on this type of stage. In that case, they will have to attack early. So there's 2 scenarios that can happen: either a breakaway or an early fight between the general classification riders. If it is breakaway, I think maybe a 6 to a 10 man group that will get away, and then sprint for the victory.
So there you have it, group in between 6 and 10 riders within it, and today's breakaway got 9 riders and 17 minutes and 16 seconds down to the peloton. The winner of today's stage will either be Mark Dimar, Coralto, Madrasu, Koshechkin, Gustav, Pols, Van Avermaet, Geschke or Genies. So my bet is that when we come within the 10 kilometer mark, the 2 things might happen. Either somebody will attack and then another attack will go, and then another one, and then they will look at each other, and so on and so on. or everybody just ride in and wait for the sprint and basically hand it to Greg Van Avermaet from BMC. He is, on paper at least, the way better sprinter in that group. and we got kind of two stories going on today's stage. In the front of the field, we got the breakaway and the stage winner, and on your screen right now you just saw the peloton, and there we got another battle going, or what should I say, not a battle, because everybody has just given up. It looks like Nibali will be the 2011 winner of the Vuelta, just like last year, and we salute him. He has been the strongest throughout these 3 weeks, and being as it is, the third week wasn't especially hard compared with the second week. Just like today's stage, you got the last hill about 40 kilometers away from the finishing city. You don't expect anybody to attack there and go on their own all the way into Vitoria, because then the others can just wait for their teammates and just pull them back in. So it was kind of a predictable outcome on today's stage with a kind of big breakaway group containing a lot of different riders from a lot of different teams, and a lot of riders has just been falling off the back of today's breakaway. That's showing how fast it's going and how hard this Vuelta has been on the riders. You can see that Caralto is losing grip with the first group, so he's now 28 seconds behind, and then Geschke from Skill Shimano is 2 minutes and 45 seconds behind, and the peloton is 14 minutes and 51 seconds. I think that's down to Geschke, not to the breakaway group. And they got 20 kilometers to go, and the breakaway just was under the 10 kilometer to go mark. So they are about a European mile away from each other, which is kind of big. It reminds me of the Tour de France, where Oscar Pereiro CEO eventually came away with that victory, with that big breakaway in the day before the time trial. But either way, 5 kilometers to go, at least 3 kilometers to go now, 18 minutes down to the peloton, and today's winner is sitting in this group. We haven't seen any attacks, and there we got the sprint going on now. Genias, the Frenchman from Skill Shimano, is leading everybody out, and there comes Marc Dimar from Quick Step on the side. Wout Poels and Greg van Avermaet are countering, and Greg van Avermaet is just pissing on everybody else. He is so much better to sprint, and he will take this one in front of Pauls, Gustav, and Genias and Marc Dimar. So that was a predictable outcome. Greg van Avermaet just taking this one, just bullying everybody else. And here we got the sprint in the peloton, and Heinrich Hausler is the best man from the peloton, and he hasn't really come through on the other stages, so that must be a confidence boost before the stage into Madrid tomorrow. And here we got him, Greg van Avermaet, the winner of stage 20 from Bilbao to Vitoria. He were over 4 very hard climbs, and he managed to hang over the climbs and beat everybody else in the sprint. You just see how he dominates this sprint. He's without any competitors in that particular part of the race, and can celebrate way before the line. So Van Avermaet take this stage in front of Pauls, Gustav, Genias and Marc Dimar. Vincenzo Nibali is the winner of the 2011 edition of the Vuelta, so chapeau, as they say in France, to Vincenzo Nibali, the Italian from Liquigas. And Igor Anton is winning the points jersey. Dario Caralto from Quickstep is winning the King of the Mountain jersey. Rain Terame from Cofres is winning the youth classification jersey. That's some sort of an upset, and not the biggest one, but at least a good ride by him. And Geox will, if not anything spectacular happens on tomorrow's stage, win the team classification. So if you like this stage, please clickety-clack that like button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe for more cycling videos, gameplay commentaries from PCMNorway Productions. And my name was Dick Henderson on behalf of PCMNorway Productions. I hope you enjoyed this stage and all the others, and hope that you tune back in for the last one tomorrow. So as they say in Spain, adios!
No, venga, va, una vueltecita más y ya.